Your imagination is the key to everything you desire, Neville Goddard. The greatest tool we have been given is our imagination. It is not some whimsical fantasy or idle daydreaming. Imagination is the very foundation upon which your life is built. The circumstances you find yourself in, the relationships you experience, and even the material things you hold dear, all of these arise from the images that you hold within your mind. But here's the secret: it is not enough to simply imagine passively. You must learn to trust your imagination fully, for it is through this trust that the power of manifestation is truly activated. Most of us have been conditioned to think that imagination is secondary, that it is something to be dismissed as childish or unrealistic. We've been taught to focus only on what is tangible, what is visible, what can be measured and observed. Yet, the invisible realm of imagination is the birthplace of all that becomes visible. Every invention, every breakthrough, every new idea that has transformed the world began as a thought in someone's mind. The same is true for your life. When you dare to trust your imagination, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. You are no longer confined to the current state of affairs or the limitations that others place upon you. Instead, you begin to live from the state of the wish fulfilled. You see yourself as already being, doing, or having that which you desire, and this belief is what brings it into form. Many people misunderstand this concept. They think that imagination is something they use only when they want to escape reality. But in truth, imagination is not an escape, it is the very way you create your reality. You do not imagine running away from the present moment. You imagine because it is the first step in bringing about what you wish to experience in this world. The process is simple, but it requires faith. You must believe that your imagination holds the key to everything you seek. You must act as if what you desire is already yours, as if it is already part of your reality. When you do this, the world around you begins to shift. People, opportunities, and circumstances align to bring you exactly what you imagined. It is not magic, it is the natural law of creation. Many have experienced this truth without even realizing it. Have you ever noticed how, when you focus on something with great intensity, it seems to show up in your life? Whether it's a person, a situation, or an opportunity, the things you concentrate on the most often find a way of materializing. This is no coincidence. It is the power of your imagination at work. To trust your imagination means to let go of doubt. It means you no longer question whether or not your desires will come to pass. You no longer look to the outer world for evidence. Instead, you trust that the inner world of your imagination is the true reality, and that the outer world will eventually catch up. It is essential to feel the reality of your desires, not just think about them. There is a difference between wishful thinking and living in the end. When you simply wish for something, you are acknowledging that it is separate from you, that it is something you do not yet have. But when you live in the end, you imagine it as if it is already yours. You walk, talk, and feel as though your desire is a present fact, not a future possibility. This feeling of fulfillment is what draws the desired outcome into your experience. You may be wondering, how do I trust my imagination in a world that constantly tells me to be realistic, to play it safe, and to only believe what I can see? The answer lies in understanding that reality is not fixed. What appears to be real today was once only imagined. The very device you're using to read or listen to this was once a mere idea in someone's mind. The buildings you see, the cars on the street, the clothes you wear, all of these were once intangible thoughts. When you start to grasp this, you will see that trusting your imagination is not about ignoring reality, it's about shaping it. You are the creator of your life, and your imagination is your tool. You don't have to figure out how everything will come together. Your job is to hold the vision, to remain steadfast in the belief that what you have imagined is already yours. The universe, or the unseen forces of creation, will take care of the rest. The power of imagination does not require external validation. It does not require approval from anyone else. It requires only your faith. Too often, We wait for the world to give us permission to pursue our dreams, to change our lives, or to be the person we long to be. But no one can give you that permission. You must claim it for yourself. And you do so by trusting the images you create in your mind. When you feel doubt creeping in, remind yourself that doubt is the only thing standing between you and your desires. It is not your circumstances, it is not other people, and it is not some external force. It is simply a doubt. When you remove doubt from the equation, you open the floodgates for the manifestation of your desires. You are already using your imagination every day, whether you are aware of it or not. Every time you worry, you are using your imagination to create an outcome you do not want. Every time you replay a negative experience in your mind, you are reinforcing that experience in your reality. The key is to become conscious of how you are using this incredible power, and to use it deliberately to create the life you want. Trust your imagination. Dare to believe that what you have imagined is not only possible, but inevitable. Feel the joy, the excitement, and the gratitude as if it has already happened. This is the secret to creating anything you desire. It all begins and ends with the images you hold in your mind. Think about how often people rely on the outer world to determine their mood, their decisions, and their beliefs. They look at their current situation, their bank account, their relationships, and they let these things dictate what they think is possible. But when you trust your imagination, you no longer allow these external conditions to have power over you. You begin to understand that the outer world is simply a reflection of the inner world, and if you want to change your external circumstances, you must first shift what you are imagining. This is why it is crucial to discipline your mind and train yourself to focus on what you desire, rather than what you fear. To truly live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you must practice persistence. This is where many people struggle. They may feel excited and full of faith when they first begin imagining their desired outcome, but as time passes and they do not see immediate results, doubt begins to creep in. They start questioning whether this process really works or whether they are just fooling themselves. This is where trust comes into play. It is easy to have faith when things are going well, but the real test of your belief comes when you are faced with challenges, delays, or obstacles. To conclude, understanding the power of imagination and fully trusting it is one of the greatest keys to unlocking your desires. When you realize that the world around you is merely a reflection of the images you hold in your mind, you take control of your reality. It's not about hoping things will change or wishing for different circumstances. It's about knowing that everything you've envisioned is already yours. This certainty, this feeling of having already achieved what you desire, is what brings it into your world. When you let go of the need for external validation and choose to live from the state of the wish fulfilled, you shift your entire experience. Doubts, limitations, and fears fall away. In their place, you find a deep sense of confidence and peace, knowing that you are the creator of your life. The outer world no longer dictates how you feel, nor does it limit what is possible for you. You become the master of your fate, and all that you seek becomes inevitable. Think of your imagination as a tool you can use at any moment. It requires no special conditions, no specific time, and no external resources. The only thing required is your willingness to use it, to see yourself living in the reality you've always wanted. This willingness must be backed by faith. Faith that what you have imagined is already in motion, and faith that it will come to fruition in its perfect time. As you continue to harness this incredible power, you'll notice subtle shifts at first, followed by bigger transformations. Life will start to align in ways you never thought possible. The things you once believed were out of reach will feel as though they are effortlessly drawn to you. And when this happens, you will look back and realize that it all started with trusting your imagination. Now, before you go, I invite you to take a moment and reflect on everything we've explored. If this message has resonated with you, and you feel inspired to take control of your own reality through imagination, then I encourage you to support this channel. You can do this by liking this video. It helps us reach more people who could benefit from this message. Also, If you want to continue diving deeper into these concepts, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss an update. We have plenty more valuable insights and teachings that will help you manifest the life you truly desire. Another way to stay connected with the wisdom shared here is by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. That way, you'll always be the first to know when new content is available, ensuring that you stay aligned with the power of your imagination. If you feel that these teachings have opened up new possibilities for you, then don't forget to share this video with others who might benefit. And of course, subscribing will give you access to more transformative knowledge that will guide you on your path to mastering reality creation. Lastly, if you find value in what's being shared here, give this video a like and make sure you're subscribed, so you can continue to grow and learn with each new lesson. The more you engage, the more you'll find yourself naturally living from the state of your wish fulfilled. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to sharing more insights with you soon.